Prepare to be inspired by a cinematic virtuoso whose journey has been nothing short of extraordinary.
It gets very easy to actually achieve what you want to achieve with whatever visuals that you're working on. Something like that can happen with a small little project that you are doing, and then it gets to be seen by the rest of the world.
Our next guest has followed his own path and formed a trail that many follow today.
So many people get to watch your movie. Like first week, we had something like 13 million watch hours. That's mind-blowing, dude. I don't know, maybe people are scared of what people are gonna say about their work. It's a mindset that you need to let go of as a person.
His music videos have garnered widespread acclaim. Was it tough convincing the artist we're superheroes?
They actually like the fact that, you know, they're gonna be superheroes. For them, yo, dude, it excites them. Aries, Keys, Java, dude, those are huge names, you know.
You guys closed down Breed.
I know AKA is powerful, but nobody can close Breed, dog. You better forget it.
Please join us in welcoming Ofentse Mwase.
Oh, wait, how you look cute?
Now let's get this party started.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm an African. I'm African. I'm an African. Everybody's an African. Feels good, right? Feels good. Feels good. Feels good. It feels good every day when every African turns and shines my way. All my brothers from Zaire, Ethiopia, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. It feels good every day when every African turns and shines my way. All my brothers from Zaire, Ethiopia, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. I'm from the continent of refugees and rebels, where minds are richer than all rubies and marbles. Life at its best, view it from all angles. No longer do we wear shackles, but life's bangles. AIDS increases, the poverty's in levels, where flowers blossom every day in hard grovel. Traditional acts just brings out the marvel in every African's heart filled with sorrow. Wait for tomorrow, but the road remains narrow. African minds sharp like bow and arrow. We're aiming for higher places, man, I tell you. Communication through rhythms until I see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Filmatic. Prepare to be inspired by a cinematic virtuoso whose journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. Hailing from the vibrant city of Rustenburg, the Rusty Dusty in the Northwest Province, our next guest has followed his own path and formed a trail that many follow today. His name is Ofentse Mwase, a multi-award-winning filmmaker whose passion for film and cameras ignited in 2005, leading him to pursue his dreams at AFTA, the South African School of Motion Picture Medium and Live Performance. As a co-owner of OM Films, a pioneering and impactful production house, Ofentse has been at the forefront of storytelling innovation. His music videos have garnered widespread acclaim, including Music Video of the Year at the 2017 South African Music Video Awards for Ameni by Miss Prue and Another Summer for Fetch Your Life by Prince KB. With over 15 years of experience and more than 24 globally recognized awards to his name, Ofentse continues to push the boundaries of creativity and excellence in the film industry. Now, please join us in welcoming Uncle Scrooge, aka Overflow, aka Pratit, or simply put, as he always breaks it down to John Wick, na ki Ofentse Mwase.
What's up, brother?
I'm blessed.
How you doing, man?
I'm blessed, King. I'm blessed.
Thank you for that amazing intro.
No, man, you had to.
No one's done it like that, man.
No, I had to.
You like the GOAT now. Goat level.
Thank you.
Goat
When it
level
comes from a
achieved.
goat, you know. You know.
Oh, wait. How you look cute?
Now let's get this party started.
Yeah, let's go.
I love it most when I do it to someone I actually have a history with. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I do get to clown around. Scrooge,
Yeah.
how have you been, bro?
Oh, good, brother. You know, just busy, but you know what it is.
Yeah, every time I call you, you sound like you just got upset. Every time I was calling you.
Yeah, yesterday when you called me, hey, bro, I slept probably at 2 after like a 15-hour day. So, yeah, man, it was rough.
Life of a DP.
Yeah, that's how we do it. You know, us, not the 9 to 5, but I get 12 to 12.
So you went to AFTA. When did you graduate? 2011.
2011, yeah.
4 years before that, that would be 2007. That
I
means
did my honors.
when I was leaving AFTA, you're coming.
I was coming in, yeah.
How was your
You my
experience?
elder.
Ochi,
Yeah.
please show me the necessary respect.
Obviously, bro. I respect you quite a lot, bro. You know.
How was your after experience, man?
It was nice, man. I didn't have I didn't have difficult time at all there. For me, it was smooth sailing, to be honest. The only thing I hated was the theory, but obviously it's important to teach you what film is. So yeah, but other than that, bro, for me it was smooth sailing.
Best cinematography in third year?
Yeah, first black nigga to get it.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, so you know what it is.
Fourth year, you took a lorry?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. My first one, I didn't even know what a lorry is at that time. But I won the thing.
How was that experience? I mean, you were shooting a commercial. You're in fourth year.
Yeah, bro, that was pretty sick because we shot on film. It was like 35 mil film. The camera was huge, probably actually bigger than this table. It was heavy. Airy 535, I think it was. Film camera. Oof, such a nice experience. Shooting the timber, short timber. Yeah, he did great. He was playing the kid in that commercial. And yeah, it's still online. If you look it up, you can find it. What is it? Tato, Vision Mission. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. It's a really nice commercial, very short. I think it was like a minute or 40 seconds or something like that. And yeah, shot it, directed by Zweli. Then we still had my old crew that I worked with back at school. So yeah, man, it was like such a nice experience.
That's incredible. That's
Yeah, man.
incredible. Are you an independent DP? Like, does one book you like by calling you, or do you have an agent?
I have an agent, so I'm represented by Exposure.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been with them. I was actually one of the first DPs that they signed up, I think back in 2016. So I've been with them ever since. They're pretty cool. Yeah, they get me like jobs that I usually wouldn't be able to get, just by myself. So yeah, it works. So I'm like both ways. I can work through my agent and I also work like with my company. So yeah, it's like a mix of both.
Do you suggest the DP gets an agent? Or...
Yeah, 100%. If you want to work on like a Netflix feature, if you want to work on like a Amazon feature or something international, you definitely is going to need an agent because when these people are looking for people, like whatever, crew members, they're always going to go to agencies to get them. And yeah, so to be signed up with a good agent, then you'll be able to get on there.
Do you think more people should open up agencies? I feel like there's few agencies.
Yeah, I know, honestly, I think there should be more, 100%, because we can't have one company or two companies being the ones that are holding that market that way. It's very good to diversify so that different people can always go to different agencies to look for someone that they're looking for. So, which is why it's important for cinematographers to always have a reel. So when you have a reel, it makes it easy for people to find you. The people that want to work with you can easily find you if you have stuff like that. So a lot of DPs take that for granted. Also, like not publishing their work and stuff. It's super important to publish your work because you'll be able to reach more people easier. Like people won't spend 2 years or a month looking for you. They can find you so much easier.
Someone is going to ask, what does Scrooge even mean, publish your work?
Yeah. So, like, put it online, man. Whether it's your website or it's on YouTube or even Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, everywhere. Like, people, I don't know, maybe people are scared of what people are going to say about their work or something like that. I feel like it's a mindset that you need to let go of as a person. And just publish your work. Make it easy for people to find your work. That's pretty much what it is.
So, Scrooge, you are a Sony Ambassador. That sounds like a seriously cool job. What does it entail? What do you do?
It entails using Sony cameras.
Like we are doing currently.
Yes. yeah, dude. I think my Sony ambassadorship is quite cool. What I do is I do a lot of giving back with them. Like we host a lot of events that we host for free, and we give people free education. Like you just come and learn about cameras. Come and learn about Sony cameras, come and learn about lighting. We partner with a lot of brands like Nanlite, Nisi as well with the filters. So there's a bunch of Sennheiser, I think, as well we've worked with, as well as kind of Holy Land.
Yeah.
So we work with all of these brands it's literally them giving back to the community. Most of the events that we host are free, and then you get to learn from people like myself and other Sony ambassadors and whoever else that we invite that's specific, content specific with whatever genre that they work in. It's super important for people to always be in a position to see and learn about new things that are happening so that they can also be a part of it.
That makes a lot of sense. So your job has purpose, which is really,
I would say so. I think I'm in a good position where I get to inspire a lot of people when it comes to cinematography, filmmaking, and just content creating in general. So I wear a lot of hats, like as you probably know, as you mentioned earlier. So I think that what that does is it really helps expose people to this type of work. And I feel like more people really need to get into it and not wanting to do the same thing that everybody wants to do, you know? So yeah, man, it's important. We play an important role.
At Metro, we believe that storytellers change the world, and we would like to give you the tools that you need so that you can accomplish this great mission. For all your gear rental needs, please send an email to rentals@metro.co.za, or you can WhatsApp us on 061 493 0225. Thank you.
If you look at all my profiles right now online, I have followers on every single one because I post them. So the thing that you must always remember is that each online profile or each online app has its own people. Like people that watch videos on TikTok don't watch videos on YouTube or don't watch videos on Instagram. So it works like that. So send the things to them. A lot of people like to do the whole thing where they just post a snippet on one platform and then they say they must go to the other platform. That's the thing. People don't want to leave the platform that they're on. If I'm on TikTok, I want to stay on TikTok. You understand? So it's very difficult to take a person from TikTok and take it to YouTube. So what do? You put all the stuff on the specific platform and people will get to watch it there. You understand? So yeah, it's like small things like that are very important.
When do you post? When do you also always shooting? When are you actually finding time?
Yeah, I fight with my wife all the time. I'm on the internet quite a lot because I'm doing all these things, and also I'm not just managing my accounts. I also sometimes manage theirs, like Nels and Bridget.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. So I run all these pages and all that stuff. So it's a lot of work, man.
And you still shoot?
Yeah. So
and be a father somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I fight and get all of them in there. I feel like online is a very important aspect of business as well.
Yeah.
Because it makes you so much easier to reach. Like all the business that we get is because of people that are able to reach us online and stuff like that. So I feel like it's very important. But now the thing is, they don't have a passion for this thing, for online and communications and handling fans or handling people and relations. They don't have time for that. And for me, it helps a lot. Like when a fan or somebody who watches your content gets a reply from you, dude, for them it becomes they become your friend in a sense.
True.
And I'm at a point where I don't even have to defend myself online anymore. Like if somebody comes in and he says some trash there, my people will be on them. You know, I don't have to say anything. You
have an hive.
Yeah, bro, exactly. So these people become your family, dog, and it's like for me, it's something worth like managing and something worth taking care of.
When did that light bulb come on?
Yeah.
Of I need to manage this, take care of this, do this in terms of your online presence. I feel like you clicked about the importance of a personal
community. Yeah. I think it's I would say 2018. That's when it started for real, because that's the time where I started to get people interacting with our work like properly, you know, like always being engaged with what we do and always having a comment on the things that we're doing. It's around 2018, and I've been taking care of it like that ever since. Like a lot of people, especially that are like popular, they don't like interacting with the people that they have online. I think that's a bad thing. And excuse me. in all the workshops, like for instance, I get to do some workshops with YouTube as well. They'll also advise you, talk to people, reply to them. If they ask a question, tell them, inform them. Like it creates a community, like I'm saying. Like people stop being just fans, they become your family in a sense because they're so invested in this thing just as much as you are. And it makes it so much easier for them to support you. So yeah, man, things like that are quite important.
How does it feel to be our Hype Williams? And let me get this right. You are not. I'm not saying you are the Hype Williams of South Africa.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You are ours.
Yeah,
You
well,
belong to us.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whenever that OM comes up at the
Yeah.
end of a video,
Yeah.
you know, you've given us that thing, Guti, you know, oh my
The
God.
OM feel. They
Yeah.
call it the OM feel.
The OM feel. I like
Yeah.
that. How did you accomplish that, succeed at giving us that and becoming such a household brand with that?
Yeah, I honestly feel like it's only the beginning for us right now. We're just at the beginning phases where we're actually starting to become like big in that way. So for me, I'm super proud that our brand is recognizable. Like I meet a lot of people that say, yo, you know, I was watching this video and I just knew, Gucci, this is OM here. And then at the end of the video, the logo came out. I was like, ah, yeah. Exactly what I thought. So I get a lot of people saying that. I think it's something that we've been working on for the past 8 years, since 2017. Let me say 2016. It's something that we've been working on to create a certain look with our visuals that people can easily recognize and actually enjoy. So this comes with the combination of doing like authenticity and then adding some creativity in there.
Yeah.
Like for instance, the video that you spoke about, Ameni, with the superheroes and all that stuff.
Yes.
We hadn't seen stuff like that in SA, you know, and at that level. So Nels wrote this concept. She came up with that concept, and obviously, me as a director, I'm very good with translating what the vision is for whatever concept that we're working on. I think the biggest key to this thing is execution. A lot of people don't execute things the way that they need to be executed. So we have put ourselves in a way that we work with creative people that help us achieve the best that we can when it comes to achieving that concept. You understand? So I think that's the big thing. Collaboration, like collaborate with the right people that are always going to be in the same mindset as you. And then once you do that, it gets very easy to actually achieve what you want to achieve with whatever visuals that you're working on. So yeah, I feel like that's how we work about it.
Was it tough convincing the artist that, look here, man, we're not going to the club, we're not throwing bottles, we're not at a pool party, we're superheroes.
Yeah.
You control the earth, you control wind. Like how did you convince them
I
with
think
that one?
I think on that one, it was very easy because the idea in itself sounded super cool, man. And I remember, among Aries, Keys, Java, we have MT, we have Benchmark in there, we have Fifi Cooper. Like, dude, those are huge names, you know?
Right, yeah.
Luckily, when we came with these ideas, they weren't like, I opposed them. They didn't oppose them at all. They actually liked it. Lily, Saudi as well. So they actually liked the fact that, you know, they're gonna be superheroes. They're gonna be controlling elements. They're gonna be controlling. For them, dude, it psyched them. They were like, yeah,
Saudi
man.
looked like he enjoyed it a lot.
Nah, Saudi enjoyed it, dog. Dude, I think probably that's one of the most fun he had on set with us there, for sure. A lot of them, actually, most of them. So. Dude, I'll tell you now, we looked insane when we were shooting that video. I was busy telling people, do this, throw your hand there. You know, to them, because they can't see it. They can't see the vision. It seemed like it's so stupid. I remember, especially the extras. Those are the ones that we had problems with.
Like the ladies
the
and the
girls,
bosses.
They were like, what the hell are we doing here? We look so stupid, you know. Every single take, we were fighting with them. Just do it. You'll see at the very end. You'll see. Just do as I say, man. You know, so we were fighting with them and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, obviously, when they saw the video, they saw the vision. It looked amazing. Everything looked freaking superb. So when you're doing it,
it worked.
Yeah, when you're doing it on set, it looks stupid. But when the final product is together, that's when you get to see the magic. Yeah.
You know, as I'm even using Hype Williams as a reference, you know, he's contributed to hip hop in that regard.
Yeah.
in South Africa, you've contributed to our hip hop.
Yes.
And what we do,
100%.
especially visually.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna go into like a Run Josie. I
Yeah.
was actually
Ooh.
talking to some cats with
Classic.
you. You know, Scrooge did Run Josie. They're like, Scrooge did Run Josie. You look
Yeah.
super young there.
Yeah,
behind the scenes.
yeah, man.
Man,
Yeah,
take
that
me
was
through that
crazy.
one.
I think Run Josie was such a nice project at the time. Working with AKA, working with KO, yo, bruh, industry legends, bruh. I don't think we knew that we were gonna make such a big smash, you know. Obviously the song was big at the time. We knew that the song is big, but the video just took it to another level, sent it to the stratosphere. So, dude, it was super exciting. I remember in the shot, the infamous shot where KO does a push up on top of the taxi.
I'm still
We were just,
wondering.
hey, Baba, just get up there and do this thing, Baba. KO, Baba jumped on it. He's like, let's go. Nigga jumped on there, Baba, did the push up. Dude, I think that's still one of the most iconic shots in music video history.
Did you guys
in
close
SA.
down Bree? It looks like
We
Bree's
did.
closed for you.
No, we closed Mandela Bridge.
Mandela, I saw it.
Yeah.
Closed. For me, it was the Bree part.
Yeah.
Bree looks like it was closed for you. Like the bridge I see. That's cool. And I'm blown away, but I'm like,
Baba,
did they close Bree? Did the guys driving the taxi?
I know
move for these guys?
AKA is powerful, but nobody can close Bray, dog. You better forget it. Them taxi drivers. I'm sure there's 100 guns in there, or even
You
a
guys get
thousand.
such a clean shot. The shots are so clean.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
look really
there's no
dope.
one in there.
Yeah, dude, I think the thing is, I love taxi drivers, dude. They are so collaborative if you speak to them nicely, if you respect them. So we just asked them, yo, we're shooting this video. Please, let's give us some time. I think they gave us about 2 hours to just do those
you
shots.
serious?
Yeah, dude. They were we got one taxi there, AKA performed on it and all that. Bro, we shot, it was just such a smooth day, dude. I remember the cops also getting pissed because we were taking longer than we asked for. I think we asked for an hour, 30 minutes. We were over to like 2 hours and stuff. And they were getting upset, but obviously it's AKA, it's KO. We got to talk to them and they just let us shoot. And dude, we just went in there and we did our thing, man. That set was just so amazing.
Man,
Yeah.
this is another personal favorite of mine,
Yeah.
Vora. What was going down?
Yeah, Vora with Java. Yeah. No, that was clean. That was clean as well. I think that one, I still remember it like it was yesterday, man. That set was cool. Started in the morning. I remember shooting those scenes with Java, getting into the Vora, and then we had to shoot on the street and all that stuff. Him driving with the girl. Yeah, that was a really nice set. I think at that time already, I had so much trust from these guys because I had done so many videos with them that were actually successful, you know, at that time. There's Java, Saudi, and them. And I loved the unity that they had as well because they all supported each other. I remember towards the end of the video, you can see all the artists were there. Everybody was there to hang out with each other, just to chill, shoot the video. So I really like that. I like when artists are working together and supporting each other in that sense because it creates such a nice environment that the fans really appreciate, you know. Sometimes it's you know, you do it for the fans, man, just so that they can have that moment, that beautiful moment where they get to see all these amazing artists being together. And yeah, it was a very interesting set. I think it's one of the cool ones that we did at that time, and I love it.
You changed. I feel like droning is not like it's new.
Yeah.
But it's almost again like my definition of how I describe hip hop is it didn't invent anything, it reinvented everything.
That's true.
Know?
Yeah.
I feel like with droning you did that at some point in time.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember at the time, when was it? I think it was 2013. I think we probably had one of the first videos to have an actual drone in there. At the time, it wasn't even a drone at the time, it was a helicopter, like a small helicopter that mounted a camera at the bottom and you can shoot aerial shots. That was the first time as well, myself, I saw that, you know?
Yeah.
And at that time, I got inspired. I was like, damn, this is cool, man. So that's where my fascination for drones started, from that very set. So after that, I also went into it and figured out how can I mount a camera onto a drone.
Okay.
And then luckily, that's around the time where DJ started making the Phantom cameras. That you can mount the GoPro on and all that stuff. And then obviously it advanced every year since then. they added gimbals, they added an onboard camera.
Yeah.
Now you have like a camera that has three cameras on one drone. So, dude, it's that's where my fascination for drones started. And then I remember that's when I started shooting a bunch of them for different kind of productions and all that stuff, especially music videos. And that's how I got to make my drone reel at the time. And yeah, man, it's a nice form of filming that was introduced into the industry that really created a different type of feel to videos.
Yeah.
Because at the time, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, to get an aerial shot like that, you actually need a big helicopter. So which is not the case anymore. Now you can just get those aerial shots, same vibe, with just a small little drone. So yeah, man, the industry's come far.
How long did it take you to master it and just learning it? How you're gonna?
It didn't take long. Most drones are very easy to fly. Currently, the hardest drone to fly is like an FPV drone. Because there it's full on manual where you're controlling the heights, you're controlling the turnings and all that stuff. It doesn't rely at all on GPS. Whereas drones that rely on GPS are so much easier to fly. Even a kid can do it. I remember I once let my son fly my drone. He was like 3 years old and he actually did. Yeah, in the sky. So it's like these are much simpler to fly than the thing that makes them special is how you control them.
Okay.
I'll actually show you a few drone shots that I just did recently. Yeah. So it's crazy. Once you get to understand how that works, it's very easy to
thought you
kill it.
stopped actually.
Nah, I haven't. I just fly for my own projects, just like I'm not doing it like commercially or anything. It's just for my projects and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's get a little bit more personal. You are from the Northwest.
Yeah, bo.
Rusty Dust.
Yeah, bo.
Tell me about your hood.
Go Tabani. That place is chilled, man. It's just too hot. That's the only problem. Man, that place is too hot, bro. Nobody wants to be caught there because the thing is, Tabani is surrounded with mountains.
Okay.
So all the heat stays inside those mountains. That's why it's so hot. So whenever you're there, you're cooking, bro.
Yeah.
But I won't lie. It was a privilege for me to grow up there because I got to do so many things that I loved at the time. Literally, that's how I got involved in cameras because I was allowed to actually shoot things, And,
allowed how? What do you mean allowed?
Like, because my camera, my brother had a camera and he gave it down to me. So I was using that camera to film things and all that. That's how I fell in love with this. I've been in love with cameras all my life, to be honest. I was those kids that always had a camera. I had a film camera back in primary. I had a film camera in middle school. I had a phone that had a camera in high school. The only person who had that in the whole school. So those are the things, building blocks that got me to be where I am today with loving cameras and all that. It all started back then.
And your parents, what did they do for a living?
My parents were business people.
Okay.
So my mom did a decorations company where she did events and all that. And then my dad had taxis. He had like a lot of taxis and stuff. So we were like busy. We've always been business people in my family.
That's where the business acumen comes from.
Yeah, for me. Yeah, that's where it comes from.
And I know that you've got two brothers.
Uh-huh.
And a sister, unfortunately, who's no longer with us.
Yeah.
Tell us about Tutewo. And I know she was part of your squad as well.
Yeah. So she was a part of OM Films as well. She was the, our fashion designer in a sense. She was like our wardrobe person in there. So for Ameni, she's the one who designed all those outfits in Ameni.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So all the time when we did shoots and she would do the clothing, she would either design it from scratch or she would get something sourced. So she was the person who was in charge of wardrobe in a sense. So she was a big part of like our team. And it was so sad when we lost her. And yeah, man, her space obviously even today still hasn't been filled, because luckily now, we started working with my cousin, Maipelo. Yeah. She also loves film. She loves cinema and she loves clothing. I didn't even know that she loves clothing so much only till like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Okay. So we just did a film recently, literally a couple days ago, where she was the person doing wardrobe for the film. She did such an incredible job, man. So I feel like she's that person who's gonna probably come in and take over from where my sister left off, which is quite crazy because she's also part of my family.
Is it?
So it's almost like it's there in the blood somewhere, you know?
Mm.
And yeah, it's working together. So I guess, yeah, we about keeping it in the business, in the family, I guess.
How did you, through that tough time? I mean, maybe even that first week it just happened.
Yeah.
How were you dealing? How did you get? Because it's not like you didn't have work to do. You still had work. So
Yeah.
how were you coping with that and still going to work, shooting or whatever?
Yeah, I think the pain of loss, dude, it's something that only gets healed by time.
Yeah.
So we just had to put up with what we had at the time, man. We didn't. There was no. Yeah, there wasn't that much time to recover because obviously you need to get back to work and shoot more stuff or work on other projects. So it was quite difficult, especially because she was like our team member. It felt there was a void, man. There was a void that was there that nothing could fill, you know. Even till today, it's still there. You just feel like, you know, something is missing here. There's a piece, there's a final piece that connects everything, but it's not here. So it's something that you get over time. It takes time to, like, even people that lose people. Not and at the time when I lost my sister, I'd already lost my dad. I'd already lost my mom. So I'm almost like getting used to like loss, the pain of loss. You know, it's something that's very difficult. It's very only time can heal it. In all honesty, there's nothing else that can heal that kind of pain. So yeah.
So it's no ritual or anything like that. It's literally just
just going through it. Just go through it. Let time heal you.
Yeah.
That's about it. I don't think there's any other special thing that I did that helped me through that process. The only thing was just time and letting time go by, and you know, yeah.
In your relationship with your other siblings, you guys are
No, we're cool, man. Me and my brothers, we're always dope. We're always so excited about UFC. We're always so excited about like the fights, who's fighting who, and what. That's what we, all three of us. That's the one thing that we love in our lives. But other than that, my brother's an engineer. He works for, I think, for what you call, for ESCOM
Yeah.
in Kusile, and then my other brother Tavo, Ernest, that's Ernest, and then my other brother Tavo is kind of like handling the family business, like the same decorations company that my mom handled.
Okay.
So his wife is the one who handles it, and then my brother handles like the taxis, and as well as he has a towing company as well. So yeah, so we all of us, Ernest is probably the only one who's not a business person like us.
Yeah.
But everyone else is into that business type of mindset. Yes.
That's incredible. And you have a business with your wife.
I have a business with my wife, exactly.
What's it like working with the missus?
Yeah, no, it's nice. I think we started working together a very long time ago, like back in 2009, 2010. That's when I started to bring it in. So even if I was at school, I was still doing a few events where I go and film like either a funeral or a wedding or something like that. So I would take Nels to be the person who comes and shoots stills for me.
Oh, okay.
Like stills of people at the events and all. So we've been working together ever since. And by the time we started our company in 2014, we had already been so used to working together. So for us, it was very easy. And it's been, 10 years? It's 10 years now, going on to 10 years with our company, which is like, I feel, a great achievement for partners. You know, people usually break up or they have a fight and a disagreement about something or whatever. We haven't had that. So I think we found a balance for us, where we can balance the business, we can balance the family, then we can balance the fun in between. So it works.
How do you handle the disagreements on set and that they don't go home with you?
Yeah, so I mean, Nalena, that's the thing that I like about us. We don't take the disagreements from set to home, you know?
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the best one that I can describe now is she was actually part of one of the scenes that we were filming. So we thought about cues, like when do I cue her and when do I cue? So we had a big disagreement for about 10, 15 minutes. But knowing me, even if we did that and the crew saw us fighting about that, literally 5 minutes later, I was making a joke about it and people were laughing. So that's how I work. I'll always bring in humor to make a serious situation less lighter, which also helps the crew as well. So we don't take all that beef that we might have on set to home. We just leave it there on set. And yeah, man, it's for us it works, man. I don't have any complaints about it.
So it's 10 years as business partners. How many
Yeah.
years as life partners?
I think we've been together for 15 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, 15 years.
What's the secret?
There's no secret, Baba. Just get someone who likes the same things as you do. That's it. It's that simple.
But it's not like you got a checklist that is like, okay, she likes anime. Yeah.
I think on the fun side, like if you guys like the same things on the fun side, it'll be so much easier for you guys to click, you know? Like we like comedy, the both of us. We like laughing, we like funny things, and we have a good sense of humor between us. We laugh at the same stuff.
Yeah.
Till this day, we're still sharing with each other clips that we find on Instagram, and we laugh together and all that. So those things are important. Like you can't be a certain person and then you find someone who you are incompatible with them, you know?
Yeah.
It's very important to get someone that you're compatible with, and that's how it becomes easy for you to stay together for a long time.
And your kids, are they following your path?
Yeah, I think my son is super interested when it comes to like editing stuff and all that. So we'll see, man. I don't know. They're still too young. Like the oldest is like 12. So I feel like they're still too young. You'll never know. So
If they coming into this industry, how do you see yourself guiding them?
to be honest, if they do come into it, I guess they'll have a foot into the game already, because obviously something like this is generational. I think I'm the first in our family to actually get into this thing and actually make it work, create a name for yourself. And I see a lot of my family members are actually also starting to get into it as well, which is a great thing. So I'm kind of like first generation filmmaker in my family. And then now there's second and third and all that stuff, which is awesome. So if any of them want to get into it, obviously I'm not gonna say no to them. It's really up to them. I think as kids, we must always allow our kids to decide what they want to do, because we also got the same pleasure. So why would we take it away from them, you know? So let them decide what they want to do. If they really do want to get into this thing, let them do it. Yeah.
If you can't get the shot on set, you can get it at Mad Show Library. Just go to www.madshowlibrary.com for all your stock footage needs. We offer footage of everything that is African.
Like in your squad, you literally have family members, and I'm also proud to say you have a B-Strain member in your squad.
Yeah.
Why is it so important to bring in your own, even bring in young people?
Yeah.
I know young shooters who have shot with you in their early stages of their careers, and now they DOPs.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why is that such an important thing to you?
Yeah, I think it's great because it's nice to grow people, you know. Kanagama Lavelani, he shoots for Bomb. He started with us. There's Nyams. He's also doing a lot of films. He started with us. So I think it's important to grow talent, man.
Yeah.
So everybody starts somewhere, you know, and everybody becomes something in the future. I think what they probably got from me is seeing that whole thing of working with this person, seeing how they do things, and then maybe aspiring to be the same thing. So it's all up to the person. Just go in there, do your best, man. Like with whatever you do, never take any job lightly. Never think, this thing is small, it's not paying me, I'm gonna do whatever. Nah, don't never have a mentality like that. Always do the best with each and every single job that you do, regardless of the size, because what that does is it builds your character as well.
Yeah.
And then as it builds your character, it also helps to establish your name with the people that you're working with, you understand? Most of the people that I work with today are people that I've been working with for years, are people that I went to school with and all that stuff. So always take each and every single job that you do as if it's like the biggest job that you have. Yeah. And I'm telling you, if you build a character like that, it'll come back and you'll become a bigger or a greater person in whatever industry that you're working on. So I am a firm believer in working with young people because I feel like they understand the current cinematic landscape.
Yeah.
So if you're working with a younger person, whatever, they help you actually bring in whatever's current at the time. Like, for instance, I work with Benz. Benz does a lot of like VFX stuff and he understands a lot of the current medium, like what's happening in the music space, what's happening in the film space and all that stuff. So I bring in the more mature, more like veteran mentality onto that thing. So we mix them together and then that's how we get to create these masterful works that we do.
Yeah, it's very important for experience to meet youth.
Yes.
That gap must always be bridged.
Yes.
Scrooge, do you know and do you understand that the guys who are on camera right here, most of these guys know you from a young age. The director of the show says that you're one of the reasons why he does this.
Oh, that's crazy.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I think it goes back to what we've been talking about, man. Inspiring the people, you know, by actually putting out your work out there so they can see it. I think it goes back to that. But for me, I feel honored as well as it gives me even more drive to go out there, do my thing, and help inspire more people. Because we definitely need more, especially black filmmakers. We need more in the industry because, bro, this thing, we should be in charge of telling our own stories.
Yeah.
We mustn't let other people tell our own stories because obviously they're always going to bring in a distorted view of it and actually make it what it's not. So it's super important that we are in charge of telling our own stories. So me inspiring other people makes me feel proud because we get to create the story from our perspective, and that's the ultimate goal.
Man, incredible.
Yeah.
You are also a serious lover of astronomy.
Yeah. Yo, this topic.
I've seen you fighting with people who believe the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Even as we're shooting, you're fighting another person who believes the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Why are you out beefing with people, man?
No, you know what? How this started for me, dog. Like literally, I think this was probably maybe 2 weeks ago or even 6 weeks ago or something. I saw a post online, and then I just saw a flood of comments of people saying, "No, this thing is not real. This thing is not what. This thing doesn't make sense." So I thought this thing died. You know, I thought it died long ago. Like the belief in flat Earth. I thought it died in 2015 or 2016 or something. And then, dude, I just saw these images of those people come, and I didn't know that people really actually believe this stuff. Like, for me, it doesn't make sense. Why would you believe something like this? You know, it really doesn't make sense. How can everything that we see in the sky
But have you given it a chance?
What the flat Earth theory?
To look at it from their perspective.
Yeah, I do get to. I see it from their perspective, but I can promise you now. Each and every single thing that a flat earther believes, there's a counter argument of it, of a globe perspective, and it makes sense. It'll always make sense better than, like, for instance, come on, man. Here we have a plane right here. You telling me that the sun moves like this on the Earth, but not everyone can see the sun everywhere. That's impossible. You understand?
I don't know. I'm not getting involved.
If you are here, you should be able to see it. That's all I'm saying. So the flat Earth theory simply just doesn't make sense.
But
Like,
why this interest of all the things, Jay? Why
like, it goes back to what I was saying. Like, I've been studying this thing for years, bro. I watch videos. Even my wife knows. I watch a lot of science videos. I watch a lot of videos that talk about astronomy. I watch things that people that discuss about astrophysics and all that stuff. So it's been a passion of mine for a long time. Because, like, for instance, a company like SpaceX wants to see us in Mars in the next 50 years.
Okay.
So for me, that's interesting, dude. It's way more interesting than believing Uguti. There's a dome above us, we can't go out of it. Like, come on, dude. There's a dome above us, we can't go out of it, and then that's it. There's no exploration, there's no going to see other planets, there's no figuring out what makes the sun do what it does. There's no, like for me, it's like flat earthers believe Uguti humans can't do it. Essentially, that's what flat earth theory is. And when do you believe that? Do you believe that humans can't do it?
I believe we can do anything.
Exactly.
We put our minds to.
There we go.
Man,
So,
okay.
yeah, that's how I'm this far in my career, because I believed in myself that I can do something, and I'm actually doing it, So to be in a position where you say, no, people can't do what they say they want to do, no, that's wrong, dude. That's 100% wrong.
Gurj, over 26 awards, bro. And that's probably not even all of them.
No, it's more. Probably 34 now.
Yes.
Yeah.
On Hangman.
All my work. Yeah.
On Hangman, you swept like Oppenheimer, bro.
Yeah.
And all the
Yeah, Hangman, I
festivals.
think it has about 12, locally and internationally. So.
Wherever that film went, it won an award. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember the screening that happened at Atlas.
Yeah.
I'd never seen that before. It looked like it was a club.
Yeah, there were so many people who had to screen it twice.
I remember my wife was